Hi.
Hello.
I'm named Malesh and I come from India. Basically, I'm a navigational officer, the one who makes the route for the ships. So it's been more than 9 years on the high seas. I love sailing, so I'm going to continue it for a while now.
I am a captain with 16 years of experience.
I was a seafarer in the merchant navy for the last 20 years.
Seafaring has been my occupation for 27 years.
About 29 years.
I sailed for about 5 years.
7 years.
I sailed for 14 years.
For 15 years.
9 years.
Total of about 7 years.
15 years.
So what's that, nearly 20 years? Blimey.
I like sailing. There are a lot of things that I love about sailing, but at some point in life, I'll need to switch to shore.
Sea Fever by John Masefield. It says, I want to go back to the seas again, for the call of the running tide is a wild call and a clear call that may not be denied.
I was originally at sea. I loved being at sea, standing on the bridge, like dead calm, just seeing that sunrise. It just makes you feel so alive.
You have many hours looking at the sea or looking at the moon.
There's nothing anywhere close to you except the ship for hundreds, maybe thousands of miles.
Outstanding memories is the countries, the people, and the amazing sights you see out there.
The tax-free salary, the US dollars, the food.
One memory which I can never forget, being the first Kenyan to go to the South Pole.
Joining my first vessel, it was like really a dream coming true.
I was able to sharpen my skills. From the day I stepped on ship, it makes a man out of a boy.
It is an adventure whether we like it or not.
We seafarers really are resilient.
It's not been easy, but it was fun. I wouldn't want to change any of it.
We were like a close-knit family, supporting each other through thick and thin.
Knowing that the efforts that you make on board are serving the rest of the world.
You know, shipping, it's deep in your heart, it's in your blood.
In my blood, 25% is seawater.
So the next question is, how long? I mean, how long I will continue on ships?
Eventually, home is home. You'll want to settle down and then do other things ashore.
I am considering a life on shore because I want to be closer to my family.
I will consider my job on shore when I become a master. Maybe one day I will have to give more time to my family, to my kids, my wife. Not now. And I'm still single, ready to mingle.
A lot of people would think that I'm considering a job ashore just purely because I have 4 children. I would consider it a job ashore. I would want to be doing ship visits. You know, I don't see myself being sat behind a desk Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. That's just not me. But I'm not quite ready to hang up my sea boots just yet.
Now you might think that how has this job helped me to prepare myself for a job or life on shore?
It grows you as a person. It develops your mind because you have to overcome the situation, because you have to do the job.
You are able to work under extreme stress, punishing deadlines. Because of the lack of resources, you're always kind of improvising, innovating.
When you do the things practically with your own hands, physically, then it stays in your mind, it stays in your memory.
I was at sea. I was really enjoying my job, and there was this advert for a training officer. It just kept playing at the back of my head. I tell you what, I'm just going to apply for it, and lo and behold, I got the job.
My previous employer, my sailing employer, they gave me a choice to move ashore.
Working shipboard really opened up my eyes to the opportunities that were in the marine industry, not just current position on board, but other opportunities in the office.
You do get a good grasp whilst you're a seafarer as to what shore-based roles are out there.
Will I continue to work within the maritime sector when I move ashore? Yes.
Where else do you think I could have gone?
I'm a mariner and I will be in the marine sector through and through because this is something that I'm passionate about.
The scope of maritime industry is so wide.
The opportunities here is as vast as the ocean.
When I was still sailing, I thought once a seafarer will always be a seafarer. But then I realized there are more opportunities for us.
You can use your experience to help other seafarers who are on the ship.
If I get a phone call from the vessel, it is easier for me to understand what exactly systems they are talking about.
It was a bit emotional for me when I had to push our crew to complete their task correctly and on time, knowing firsthand the tough conditions they are facing while on board the vessel.
There are plenty of jobs there in maritime. You are guaranteed of a job, whether it's at sea or ashore.
And now I'm a captain. I just got promoted last contract.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
By the time I become chief mate or captain, I would consider to become, let's say, a vetting inspector.
Ever since I started in this profession, I always wanted to take up maritime law.
I would love to mentor the...
I'm working as a chief pilot in charge of the pilotage of ships coming to Mombasa Port. We board the ship about 3-4 miles outside. We bring it inside and dock it safely.
I like to share my expertise with the young generation, which will help my country, the Philippines, provide qualified and top-notch seafarers.
We have to take care of the vessel's accounting, cargo operations, supplies, audits, making sure the right people are on board at the right time. You name it, we have to take care of it.
I'm recognized by the flag states of different countries to inspect their ships here. So if I was not at sea, I would never have got this job.
I reached a point where I was looking for newer challenges.
If you want a career growth, you have to step out from your comfort zone.
One of the main challenges I faced coming ashore was adjusting to the routine.
At first, I missed the good food on board and had to take my own bread to work.
When you come ashore, you have a huge number of people you have to deal with.
And I think I can outperform myself.
It is quite a lifestyle change from working at sea.
When I was a chief officer, I'd come out of my cabin, I press the elevator button, within like 30 seconds I'll be on the bridge. But here, my travel time is like 2 hours.
I think the hardest part for me was sitting on a chair for 8 hours continuously. But I highly recommend that one takes breaks every hour to stretch their back and legs.
With this shore-based role, I'm able to achieve a better work-life balance.
I get more time to spend with my family.
To spend more time with my family.
I can go home, enjoy quality time with my friends and family.
Eventually, seafarers will think of coming ashore, but they must, first of all, try and acquire as much knowledge, as much experience they can get.
Be realistic in your goals of coming ashore.
Stay in the moment and do well wherever you are.
I joined the Merchant Navy as a cadet. I worked my way up. Finally, I came ashore as a captain.
There is always an additional benefit when you work ashore that you can always come back to the sea, given that you are fit enough.
I still can go and command a ship, but I say, enough is enough. 29 years at sea.
It's not a career end if you leave the sea, it's just a diversion, is how I look at it.
So yes, I want to continue in maritime sector and I want to explore it more.